All right, it's episode 6 in the Ride podcast with Curt Fletcher. My guest today is Nikki Mangin, who's a comedian, and she was a producer on the After Party, which we've talked about a couple times on this show. She's also a water treatment specialist. I'm not sure if she'll talk about that or not on here. I do have a couple quick show announcements. I have some shows this week. Thursday nights, I will be headlining in Las Cruces at Amador Live, which is an outdoor venue. I believe the show starts at 9 o'clock. And then Friday, I have an online show. And I believe it starts at 7 o'clock New Mexico time. And I have information on my website, funnyfletcher.com, for that. So if you're interested in seeing me perform with no audience, Friday night. A lot of really cool comics on that one too. Adam Hunter's going to be on there, and Dante, who was my guest on episode 4, and Rebecca Cochin, and some other really cool people. So check that out if you want to. And let's get this started. Let's bring in Nikki and talk to her for a little bit.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. Bonita Applebaum, how you doing?
I'm good, Curt. This is too complicated for me.
I know, isn't this crazy?
Like, dude, here's your password.
You wrote it all down?
And the Zoom meeting number. Well, because it said I had to have this shit. It's like
all you have to do is click on it.
416-75-430-8969. Like, dude, I had to like go around the paper. You know what? The problem with that is when you're entering that, it just gives you asterisks. So apparently nobody can see you entering this long ass password. So if you get any one of the roughly 783 letters that you have to put in,
then you gotta do it all over.
I tried twice.
I usually just click on it and it's fine. Like to click the link and
I probably could have done that.
That's all right. So Bonita Applebaum, is that a new name? Is that a new nickname?
No, Curt, that's a song. You're too young. How old are you?
Oh, I just turned 40.
Oh, you're young.
I'm going to have to look it up. Where are you at right now?
I am in Chama, New Mexico, in a cabin that I have been living in for the last 4 months.
Yeah, you've been there quite a while.
I have.
You like it there? You having fun?
It's beautiful. It's
cool.
Absolutely breathtaking. You wonder how people can be assholes to each other when there's paradise around them, you know?
Oh, I know.
I'm not saying it's not that way in Chama, what I'm saying just in this world, because there's so many beautiful things to see. I saw a bear today, Curt. Yes, running across the road right in front of me. I was just like, there's a bear.
Cool.
It was so cool.
That's awesome.
There was a raccoon on my face the other night. It was, it actually was trying to eat a container of coffee creamer, powdered coffee creamer.
Delicious.
And it did.
Good.
Heard a ruckus, looked out the window, and there's a giant raccoon just hanging out.
That's cool. Are there a bunch of cool waterfalls up there too?
Chama?
Yeah. Like in that area?
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool.
During
I haven't been up there in a while.
Yeah. Lovely place.
I've heard that's there's like some conspiracy theories with Chama, like how there's some underground stuff.
Do tell.
I don't know. I've heard it's not true though, but there's supposedly like an Area 51 type of place there, but I've heard it's not true. I was reading about it the other day. I think it was Chama. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I don't think it was.
Because I remember someone telling me that years ago, like it was called like Area 54 or something like that. And then I saw something the other day on, I watch a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. So it's pretty
Really? You like that?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And they mentioned Chama, New Mexico, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But then I
Are you sure it wasn't Chaco Canyon or Chaco Country?
I don't think it was Chaco Canyon. I know it was somewhere up where you're by. It was either Chama or one of those other little towns up there. But I guess it's not important because I can't remember. Oh, there you are.
Yours was.
Was it? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this podcast, it always starts out like this. There's no audio, then there's no video. I don't know what I'm doing.
I have to hold my phone because I don't have a computer that's got a camera anymore.
Oh,
I
you don't?
used to. No, I used to, and some crazy shit happened. One
What
time,
happened?
well, I used to have it out in my garage on a desk, and I had like a little office set up out in my garage. And I went out into the garage one night, just kind of not really fully clothed because I was going to bed. But I mean, walked out to get something out of the garage, paper towels, toilet paper, maybe my tampons. I don't know what was out there, but you know, I had to go out to the storage area, whatever. And I walk out there and my computer screen is on and it's recording me walking out there. And I look over because I see movement and I'm looking at myself on the computer screen, you know, like with my underwear on in the garage, and I freaked out. And I thought, oh my God, people can control my camera. Conspiracy theories, go figure,
Yeah,
right?
no kidding.
People can control my camera, and I was losing it. And so I ran to it and kind of covered it up, and there was like 30 screens open. And I was like, what the hell am my camera on? And it freaked me out. And then that kept happening. So I got, you know, a little nervous, and I put electrical tape over the camera. And then I found out later that that it was moths hitting the screen because, you know, moths are attracted to the screen. And every time it was a touch screen. So every time they would hit the screen, it would open something or search.
Oh, how funny.
Shit on. Yeah. So anyway, this is like a phone call that is just going to be lame. I'm so boring.
No, I'm pretty boring too. So hopefully it's not too lame. I just wanted to see how you're doing pretty much.
I'm glad that I get a chance to talk to you, Curt.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
tell me about what's that?
Go on. Nothing. Go on.
I was just saying, it seems like it's been a couple years since we've actually chatted. Like, we messaged once in a while, but I think the last time I actually talked to you was when we went to South Dakota, right?
No. After that, you carved on my kitchen table.
Was that after that?
Yeah, because you were leaving.
That's right.
You were moving away. And you carved on my kitchen table. Curt was here and ate chicken.
I did eat chicken. It was so good.
And you put the date on my table, and it was a year previous to the day we were actually eating chicken. And then you said, I'm stupid, and just crossed it out. Carved, I'm stupid. I was like, so that's your legacy on my kitchen table, my carving table.
Do you still have that table?
I do.
Cool.
I love that table.
Nice.
Many, many names.
Heck yeah. Yeah, trip to South Dakota was fun.
That was a good time.
Yeah. We got to perform
sick. Remember, I was sick.
You were so sick.
Hell. Like real sick.
Yeah.
And didn't we like when I can't remember all of it even because I was so sick. I think, I mean, I had flu, I had something. Remember, I wasn't going to go, and you guys pulled up, and you're like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and then I ended up getting sick.
You were so sick up in that loft that
I didn't even like hang out with you guys. I passed out like right after the show pretty much.
Yeah, it was. I warned all of you. I said, you're all going to be on your deathbed after hanging out with me in a car.
Yeah, it was totally worth it though.
That whole drive. Holly didn't get sick.
Yeah, there's something wrong with her.
There is? Oh, that she didn't get sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a great immune system.
I guess so.
And Royal, we don't know if Royal didn't we leave him in Denver, as I recall? Like wasn't he in the car at some point driving up there?
Yeah,
and then
we dropped him off in Denver, and then we went to South Dakota without him.
Oh, dropped him. I thought maybe we just ditched him for Royal.
No, I don't think so. He probably stopped talking to us if that had happened.
Well, I don't think he's made contact since, and I think he might have been like, oh, so we were like, yeah, dude, like, I don't know.
No, I talk to him every once in a while, so he's not mad at me. I think he was able to stick around Denver and do some open mics and stuff like that. So
Oh, great.
I think he was able to catch a ride home or took the bus or
Okay,
something.
cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you about your comedy career. Like, are you going to do comedy at all anymore? Like, you haven't done it in a while, right?
Yeah, I haven't. I've been inadvertently, I think, focusing on way different things than comedy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even write a lot lately. I have a lot of thoughts. I
Hmm.
record, you know, like I'll do voice notes and then listen to them. And I actually was gonna do, and I think I talked to you about this. Remember, I was trying to get your advice on writing this when I was gonna like actually record or play my voice notes for my whole set. Just like sit up there on stage and then just play the voice notes that I had and let that
Oh
be my
yeah,
routine.
that'd
You
be
know, because
pretty
I'd
funny.
record shit on a plane or in a gas station parking lot, you know, shit like that when I just thought of something.
Hmm.
But I think you told me that was a stupid idea, so I didn't
I
do
might
it.
have, yeah. It would be kind of funny to see though, just to see
Well,
how
I'm
it
still
panned out.
thinking. I'm actually thinking I should probably do that because I haven't been on stage for so long. That'll kind of, you know, let me see where I'm at without. I'll just sit there and play it.
Yeah,
I
there's
just,
probably a good open mic scene there in Chama, right?
yeah, no, no, there's not.
Are there any bars there or anything like that? You just kind of take
No,
over the microphone? No?
I mean there is everything's closed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's too bad.
they didn't even start
There's
up
not
the
even like an
rodeo.
outdoor type of thing?
There's a few spots I think that you can hang out.
That's cool. I'm doing a show in Las Cruces on Thursday. They have like an outdoor venue. Pretty excited about
Hmm,
that.
great. What are you gonna talk about?
I'm just gonna tell jokes and tell the people to shut up and listen,
Yeah.
wear their masks, things like that. Pretty excited though. What did you started doing? Did you start doing comedy when you were in Ohio when you grew up? When you were growing up?
I did. That's a crazy story.
I don't know if I've ever heard this
So
story.
yeah, do you remember your first show ever?
Oh yeah,
Everybody does. What do you
yeah.
mean? Do you remember your first show? That was such a stupid question.
My anniversary is actually coming up. I started August 5th, 2001.
Oh God, I don't even know the date of mine.
Oh really?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember where it was?
Yeah, it was at the Milano Club in Lima, Ohio.
Oh yeah, is it still there?
No. Well, no, I think gosh, did it burn down? So many things burned down in that town. I think there might have been a fire, something. This is a pretty snazzy place. It was like the place to be. Like if you were gonna go out and do something fancy or somebody was trying to impress you or whatever, they'd take you to the
Oh yeah.
Milano Club.
Was it like a
Yeah.
legit comedy open mic or was it like a
Oh
mixed
no,
open mic?
no, it was pretty interesting. So I was working at a sewage treatment plant in a laboratory, and I was listening to the radio, the local radio station, and the sewage plant is actually in a whole nother city, but I was listening to the radio station that I think is the only one that came out of Lima, Ohio, and they were talking about this comedy contest.
Hmm.
And they said tonight's the last night for before the finals. If you want to get up on stage and do 3 minutes of your funniest jokes and enter this competition, and all you got to do is show up, sign up, blah blah blah. And I was like, comedy competition, and they were like, this is the last night. They had gone through maybe, I don't know, probably 12 weeks or some crazy thing where people, just random people, would just go.
Oh wow.
I guess you would call that, I don't know, it was a contest. So it was the last night, and I was sitting there thinking, called some of my friends and I said, hey, no, actually that night I didn't. I didn't tell anyone. I just went by myself and I signed up, and these people that got up there was like, told dead baby jokes and, you know, had their little cue cards. They were drunk, you know, just whoever, random people. And I just went up and I started talking and doing like all my impersonations of my family members. And I just started talking and I ended up talking for 15 minutes and I won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then I went to the finals, and the prize was a trip to Second City in Chicago, and to be seen by an agent. And I
Oh,
was
cool.
like, sweet. And yeah, all my dreams came true on the finals, and I got to be the winner. It was freaking cool. My friends came.
Cool.
It was wonderful. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I, like I said, I beat out people telling dead baby jokes, literally. You know, like what's red and white and you pull behind the boat a dead baby. I don't know. I can't even remember them, Curt, but it was pretty cool. And so then my first show was at the Top Hat Lounge in Sandusky, Ohio, that this agent sent me to. And I went in a blizzard, and it was just me, and I didn't know anybody. And I did a set, and I got paid $20.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good start. Do you remember what year that was?
Nope. I don't. I really don't. I don't know.
No.
So
were you hooked like right then or no?
I think I was hooked on stand up before I ever did stand up.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
I mean, I used to be the one entertaining all my friends in the bleachers at the football games, and you know, I think I was always just got a kick out of making people laugh, and loved it when people laughed at me, you know.
Yeah.
So
I always
yeah, I
entertain my
think
friends under
I
the
was probably
bleachers.
yeah, perv. I was pre-hooked on stand-up.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So did you start going on tour or were you still working and stuff?
Yeah, and I had a kid. I mean, I was 18,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I had my daughter Lindsay, and so she pretty much stifled a probably very promising career. But
I think she did too, yeah.
yeah.
I'll mention that next time I see her. So when did you move to New Mexico?
I moved to New Mexico twice. I moved when right after I had Lindsay. She was about 6 weeks old. And then I went back to Lima, Ohio. And then I moved out again, probably, gosh, probably like 95, I think. 94.
So how did you get linked up with Stephen Michael Quesada? Like when did you first perform with him?
Wow, gosh. So when I first moved here, like the second time, I started working at the cable company, and this guy walked in. God, what was his name? He was a Jewish guy, super curly hair, reminded me of Richard Simmons, not, but totally Jewish guy, right? And he came into the cable company to pay his bill, and he was making jokes, and he was like one of those, you know, like a real, like, oh, it was bad. And God, what was his name? Someday I'll remember. And somebody said, oh, he's a stand-up comedian. And I was like, really? And I said, oh, I'm a stand-up comedian. And he was like, you're kidding me. Well, this, that, and the other. Here's, you know, flyer to my show or something. I don't know. I don't know that he wore a fanny pack what was his name? Somebody's going to have to remind me of this. And so anyway, he gave me the name of a guy and said, you need to talk to this guy. And that guy's name was Ron Perea.
Oh, that's good. That's a good start.
And so I don't know, in some manner, I eventually crossed paths with Steven. We ended up doing a show together in we had such good times together. But we would do, like we would do the Christmas parties, like for GM, General Motors, and stuff like that. We do those kind of shows. But we did a show in Springerville, and we've been all over. Gosh, traveling and doing shows with Steven was a blast. He is just so spontaneous. So I don't know. Steven's one of a kind. Had a lot of fun.
I gotta perform with him February 1st this year. I was up in Iowa, and I saw that he was in Cedar Rapids at the same time, and I was like 20 minutes away. So I hit him up, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna come see you Saturday." And I was trying to line up a guest spot, and he was able to help me out, give me a guest spot and stuff. So that was cool. We got to hang out and have dinner and stuff like that. Sorry.
I heard you at Cedar Rapids. You were trying to line up a guest spot.
Yeah, Steven was able to line me up a guest spot at the club with him, and got to hang out that night and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Cool.
We ended up having dinner.
That's awesome. Last time I saw Steven was we were both boarding a plane. The last flight I took before all this craziness happened. Me and Shelby and one of her friends were going to Mexico for one of my friend's weddings, and he was I think we were flying through Texas maybe, and he was going to perform in Texas, so he was flying out there. It was cool to see him.
Yeah, it was great hanging out with him and stuff. And I texted him a few weeks ago. He's going to be on my podcast in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to chat with him a little bit more.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. I was actually just watching a clip of the after party when Bryan Cranston had his head shaved and they turned him into Walter White.
Man, those were such wonderful times. That was just the joy of my life, was doing that show, and all the people I got to meet, and just so crazy. I mean, I remember Steven was doing a show right when they were first coming out here to start filming the series, and he was doing a fundraiser, and I was in the audience, and so was the whole cast of Breaking Bad. They were up in the balcony. It was over at same place, and so I was in the audience, and Steven was going to do some, like a little bit of time, some shtick up front of this whole event, this fundraiser he's putting on, and they were like, his sister and Cherise, his wife, were in the audience, and they turned around and they were like, he needs somebody to just bring him up on stage and open a little bit. Do you want to do it? And I was just there for the fundraiser and to be in the audience, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I jumped I remember jumping out over the seats, and I went and got to perform myself. And so I did a set, and Bryan Cranston came up to me afterwards, picked me up and swung me around. And that was the first time that I'd ever met him, seen him in person.
Oh, really?
And I looked over. Oh, yeah. And I was looked at, like I said, it was right before they started filming the series. And I looked over at him and I was like, Malcolm in the Middle's dad. I like freaked out. It was the best moment. And he literally picked me up and swung me around and said, you were so funny. And I was like,
oh, that's so cool.
yeah, it was so awesome. And then the second time I performed and Bryan Cranston was in the audience was with you, and we saw a dead body in the parking lot.
You did. Holy shit, that was a crazy night.
That was so bananas. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember being so nervous because Brian was there, and I was freaking out a little bit. And then, yeah, after the show, to seeing that dead body, that was nuts.
It was so crazy. Because that's what after the whole Heisenberg, that was cool as hell.
I don't know if it's cool.
Well, no, not for their family, and I'm
yeah. No, that was a super fun night though.
For some.
For most.
Yeah. Now
yeah, I know. Thanks for bringing that up.
And I'm laughing.
Yeah, well, Brian snuck out a little early, and then that guy ends up dead. I don't know.
He did.
You know? Yeah. Because I didn't see him after the show.
No.
I saw him during the show.
No, he left during his set.
Yeah, I know. I offended him, I think.
No, he just laughed.
No, I know.
Happens.
No, actually, every time I looked over, I saw him laughing. It was like, secretly giving myself high fives. I was like,
yeah, I know. Wasn't that so cool?
Yeah, that was great. And he seemed like such a nice guy. I talked to him like very, very briefly before the show, I think. Like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said to him or anything like that, but it was not a long chat. But yeah, just he was just super cool. And I was at the after party taping when he did stand up too. That was super cool.
I know, it was so great. And I saw him and met him and talked to him so many times during the course of the after party that and you would think I'd be like, oh yeah, oh, Brian's gonna be here. Okay, well, if he needs anything, let me know. Honestly, I swear to God, Curt, I was like ready to throw up every single time I saw him. Completely starstruck, completely horrified that I was standing there and I wasn't cuter. I was just like, damn, this guy is standing in front of me. Look at him. He is so great. Malcolm in the Middle's dad. Walter White.
That's awesome. Did he laugh when you told him that?
That was such a great experience. Huh?
Well, did he laugh when you called him Malcolm in the Middle's dad?
I didn't. I said that to myself.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that to him. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, that would be pretty funny.
I couldn't speak when I was around him. I'd just be like, eh. So he's so awesome.
One of my friends has a story. He saw Garth Brooks at a hardware store in Oklahoma once, and everyone's like freaking out. And then my friend made eye contact with him, and he looks at him and he just goes, Chris Gaines.
That's great. That's great.
I think if I was a celebrity, I'd love shit like that.
I know.
Just weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I did that to Lou Ferrigno one time when I met him.
The Hulk?
Yeah. So I pretended like I knew him from something else. I said I looked at his IMDb page and he was on Night Court. He played a character called the Klondike Butcher. So when I was at this Comic-Con in Albuquerque and I saw him and I make eye contact with him and I go, hey, I know you. And he's like smiling like, yeah. And I was like, you're the Klondike Butcher on Night Court. And he started laughing. He's like, you didn't see that.
Oh my God, that's the best.
And I ran into RJ Mitty right after that. That was cool. Because I was on the after party with him, so I knew him. So that was kind of neat to run into him, and all these people are standing in line to get his autograph while he was just chatting with me for a while.
That's so great.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's the first time I ever saw you, Curt, was on the after party.
Was it really?
Yes, sir.
Cool. I had a great time on there. I even I told a new joke on there one time, like, which was totally stupid. Like I wasn't planning on doing it, but I just written a joke and like for some reason it popped. What's that?
Which one was it?
I don't even remember. I just remember like because I froze a little bit while I was on stage and I couldn't remember my next joke. The only joke I could think of was the new joke, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." And I got a laugh. I remember, And then I remember when it aired, I was taking classes at C&M, and this guy sitting next to me, he was like, dude, I saw you on TV last night. And he mentioned the joke that he liked the most was my new one.
Oh, that's
I was
cool.
like, cool. This is the first time I ever told that joke.
Hmm. You know, I used to tell people right before they'd go on stage, you know, we'd get them all mic'd up, and I was like trying to make sure that, you know, they knew their spots and what was going to happen and et cetera, cues, all that. And I remember one time there was this, we had a guest and he was so nervous. He was just like shaking his hands and just like all, like crazy right before he went on. And I go, look, I said, just relax. Remember, tens of people are watching you. And he started laughing so hard, and he wasn't even a comic. I'm not sure, we had so many wonderful people on, but he started laughing so hard. And then when he got off stage, I remember asking him, I was like, well, I'm glad I made you laugh before, because, you know, of course I wanted him to bring it up again. I'm a comedian. I love to hear how people think I'm funny. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm glad you got a laugh before you went on. So did that help? Did that, you know, help you feel more at ease on stage? And of course he said no. And he said, yeah, I was a nervous wreck the whole time, and I really need to use the bathroom. And so, and he didn't really say much to me after that. So. But.
That's fine. Yeah, I made RJ laugh before he went on when we were doing our episode together. Because he was talking about his new vehicle that he just bought, and he called it like the tinted dildo or something like that. He said it looked like a giant tinted dildo. And then so right before he went on stage, and I was like, hey, don't forget to tell Steven about your new band, RJ Mitty and the Tinted Dildos.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, right before this started, I was just looking at my hair because it's sticking up real bad. And right before this started, and before I actually was connecting, and it was told me that it was waiting for the host, I was looking at myself, right? Full screen. So I kept going like this and making sure. You should just like record people in their prep, getting ready for you to come on the screen, and watch them go like this. And like I did this for a long time, as long as I possibly could. And I checked my teeth.
And then just pretend I don't know. I'll just be there.
And then all of a sudden you're there, and
we're like 7 minutes of you just looking at your
parents. That's what I'm saying. That would be so cool with the lead on. You could even play the lead in music with me just, you know, going like this, and, you know, making sure, you know.
Yeah, I can do. I can run my sponsor over the screen a little bit.
Yeah, with somebody looking like this, going, oh, you know, it'd be funny. Maybe not.
No, it would be. I think so.
This is actually exactly what I thought it was going to be, and that's just you and I chit-chatting on the phone, and I'm pretty lame, Curt. So.
No, not at all. Okay. You're pretty cool. Who is your favorite guest on the after party?
Curt Fletcher.
No, shut up.
No, I swear to God.
No, there's like Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul and Dean Norris.
They were great. All of them were so great. I loved them all.
Yeah, they were all super cool.
Yeah, but I love the comics more. I loved seeing the comics. That was my thing. I wanted to be the one to say, yeah, that's the lineup. I mean, I made it. You know, I mean, I felt important and everything. But also just because I knew, I mean, shit, man, what a cool thing to be on a television show with all these cool people in this like epic show being filmed in your hometown, which is, you know, bragging rights anyway. And then just to be honest with one of them. And so I was like a huge fan of the comics. I love the musicians. I love the guests too. I loved every freaking thing about that show. The crew, everyone, everything.
Yeah, I really miss that.
Best time.
I was talking to Holly and Delmone about it, and because I always went down there. Anytime I was in town and you guys were taping, I was always there. It was cool.
Yeah,
How
man.
many episodes you did? You did 101. Is that right?
Yeah.
Were you there for all of them?
No, I was working a lot. The only time I was in, I remember um, trying to organize and coordinate and get all the hotel rooms and everything straightened out for the guests and all that kind of stuff from Hawaii.
Oh
Because
wow.
I was working in Hawaii, which I mean, who's going to complain? You're in Hawaii, but
Hmm.
almost feeling melancholy about it because I wanted to be there. There was a guest I wanted to see, um, or just a band that was going to be on or something that I really, really was looking forward to, and so
Hmm.
it was in the dichotomy within me. But I mean, Hawaii or the after party. Oh, I
Yeah.
loved that too. I loved everything about it, man. I was so proud of that.
Yeah. I haven't been able. I think I found like one or two old episodes on YouTube, but that's about it. And I think I've got like a couple clips of mine somewhere. How many times did you perform on there?
I was the first comic, first of
Yeah.
all, and three. I
Cool.
think three. Yeah,
I
I
think I
performed
might have been
with.
there the first night, or maybe it was
Really?
the second night they taped. It was like
Mm.
really, really, yeah. Because I think I might have been on the fourth episode. Because I remember Steven called me, and I was in Denver, like just getting ready to move back to Albuquerque, and he told me he was doing the show and he wanted me to be on there, and I was, dude, this is great timing. So I'm moving back to Albuquerque tomorrow, and
Oh
then
yeah.
so it was December. I remember that. So it was. I think I was on the fourth episode. I remember Freddie Charles was there. He was on one
Oh
of the
yeah.
shows,
That's
and
cool.
then yeah, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, the best one I thought was when Bryan shaved his head and everything.
Oh, I know. Nobody expected that. We didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah, it
he
was
didn't let
just
any of us. He didn't let Steven know. He didn't let anyone know. He just
yeah.
did all that cool ass shit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because I think it was Del Mona was telling me like they thought it was kind of weird because there's all these people like with Bryan, and they were just like, "What's going on? Why are these people here?" And then yeah, and then he just shaved his head.
It was so awesome, man. That guy. Everybody was so absolutely cool. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, that's cool. Wish you guys would bring it back. That'd be cool.
It would be so awesome.
Yeah.
I keep trying to think about doing a reunion thing with like all the comedians and
Oh yeah.
like a special or DVD or something.
Yeah.
And we've talked about doing it before, and then it just
Yeah, it'd be so
doesn't.
hard to get everyone on board like the same day and everything. Like just
Yeah.
everyone in the James
Well, and
Douglas
there's people
show.
we wouldn't be able to have back,
Yeah.
like Mike Long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
No, I know.
So,
Yeah, I heard all
yeah.
about that.
Good old Mike. He was great.
Oh yeah.
So, man, yeah, we went to South Dakota. I loved that road trip, except that I infected everyone. And I was really, really, really sick. But we performed at a sushi
Yeah,
restaurant.
we did quite a few shows because
We did. We did some things.
you did that show Wednesday night, Too Much Fun with
That was too much.
the Fine Gentlemen's Club. Do you remember those
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
And then yeah, Thursday night we did the sushi show. And then Friday we went to Three Kings when they were having that speed dating night.
Oh, speed dating. That was so funny. I remember that. Holy shit. There were some crazy people that remember we were like sizing people up and,
Hmm.
looking at whether or not we thought they were successful at the speed dating thing. And I think we called most of it right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember we were messing with Holly because she had just gotten turned down from that job at Arby's.
Yeah.
And they sent her an email,
Oh,
and she made the mistake of telling everybody in the car about it.
yeah, that was the best. Oh my gosh.
Like, who gets rejected from Arby's, you
I
know?
know.
And then you have to get the email. And then I went in her phone and I changed my name in her phone to Arby's and then called her later.
I remember that.
And she was
God.
so drunk she didn't even realize it was me for a while. I was like, hey, this is Chet from Arby's. Just making sure you got the email. You are not getting hired.
I remember that. Damn,
Yeah.
Curt.
Oh man, that was a good time.
Good
And
time.
then
Good
we all got
time.
the coronavirus
Yeah,
from you.
before we even knew it was coronavirus.
Yeah. First case of coronavirus. That was you.
It was me. I was patient zero all those years ago.
Yeah.
And
Just
then we
from
went
mixing.
to the Naked Winery, and that was such a great show. And we made our own pizza later that night in their
Yeah, we
kitchen.
did. Hmm.
Yeah.
I still booked that show for them.
Really, thanks for asking me back, Dick.
Well, they got canceled this year, so
Oh,
yeah, Dick.
I'm sorry, Curt. I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll be back next year.
I know this has been a weird. I mean, that's all anyone can talk about. So I didn't really
Yeah.
want to, but you know, the world is
Yeah.
on fire. Everyone's racist.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see the year turning out like this at all. But
That's weird.
yeah, like the first couple months of this, like I just got so lazy and didn't do anything. And then
I made this.
You did? I
I
got some
made
water.
this water.
I got this water out of my mom's fridge.
I made this water. Me.
I know. You want to tell all the 7 people that are going to listen to this what you do for a living?
No, I do want to say don't drink bottled water. That's all.
You tell me that every time you see me. And I try so hard not to.
It's bad for the earth, man.
I know.
Okay, so anyway, moving on.
How's that water you made? It was pretty good.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's safe. Above all, safe.
Good.
Palatable and potable.
Did you freeze again?
No.
Oh, you're just being really quiet. Okay.
Well, I was just waiting for you to come up with something.
Actually, I'm gonna wrap up here pretty soon because it's. I usually do about 45 minutes, and right now we're at 44, which is pretty close. We could bullshit for another minute though.
Okay, what you got?
I want you to do stand up again. I hope you do, especially since I live in Albuquerque now. So
Yeah,
we'll have to get together and do some shows.
I would like that.
Do you know when you're going to be back in town? Or are you going to be working in Chama for a while?
I'm going to be here for just a little while. Gladly, actually. So, you know, it's nice. And you see bears and there's trees and you don't smell asphalt. You know, it's nice to, if you're going to be isolated anywhere, Chama's place, it's just beautiful here. And so yeah. I'll be here for a little while until I'm not, and then I'll go back home and we'll do some comedy. I don't know. What do you think? What's the outlook for all this? What's happening? What's gonna?
You know, I don't really know. It's everything keeps getting shut down, so it's hard to say like the timelines or anything. Like seems like each state is different right now. Like I know Colorado Comedy Club in Colorado Springs just opened back up after being shut down for a while. But there have been some that would open up and then close down like after 3 weeks. So it's hard to say. But it seems like right now would be a good time for like some outdoor shows.
Yeah, especially
things like
asteroids in the sky and stuff. It'd be cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know tonight's I think a full moon?
Oh, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I feel like this could have been like way more exciting for it being a full moon or more introspective or something. And all we did was like chat, like we were chatting on the phone.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, no, I'm not criticizing your show at all.
No, I know.
It's a good time, Kurt.
Well, I'm glad. How
Yeah.
far is Chama from Farmington? You
I
know?
don't know.
You don't know.
Like 2 hours.
Okay. I have a show in Farmington at the end of the month, I think.
Really? Where?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
Okay, I probably won't go.
Yeah, probably not.
But if you were coming back through Chama.
Yeah, I might actually, if it's not too far out of the way. I
Okay.
might bring my fishing pole or something. And
Hey, man, I'm an angler now. Well, a tangler, but I'm still trying to.
yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
cool.
Fly
Sweet.
fishing. Yeah.
Wow, nice. I've never been fly fishing. Seems
Me
like
and
it'd
my
be pretty cool
boyfriend
though.
will go fly fishing with you.
Cool. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Well, I'll keep in touch then, and I'll see how far Chama is from Farmington. Yeah, if it's not like super far, maybe I'll swing by and do some fishing.
That'd be so great. I can show you some really great spots.
Cool. And
We've
then we
caught
can
a rainbow and a
drink some
brown.
clean water.
Yeah, and drink some of my water.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks for being on with me. I thought that was pretty cool of you.
Kurt, it was a lot of fun. Who was your most boring guest so far?
Besides you?
Yeah. I hope there's one besides me.
Man, I don't know. No, it's always fun to me. I think anyway. Like no one's really boring, I always get people that I like comedians and actors, musicians and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, those are people that I like chatting with and hearing their stories,
Yeah, and I like it wasn't really a script or a topic kind of thing, or tonight we're going to talk about blah, blah, or anything like that. So that was cool.
Yeah. I never liked that type of thing where it's like scripted or whatever. Or like
Right.
you go to do radio and like you give the host your setup lines so he could set you up for your punchlines. That's so cheesy to me.
Cheese City.
Yeah, I never understood why they did that.
Have you had to do a show like that?
Yeah.
And
I couldn't stand it. I kind of messed with the guy.
like how?
Like he was like, "Oh, you're blah blah blah," like whatever, trying to set up my joke, and I was like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Great. Kurt, you're always that guy, and I appreciate that about you.
Well, thanks, Nikki. That's cool. I miss having you in the crowds too, because you always have a great laugh. You always tell when Nikki's at the show.
Well, you are genuinely side-splitting, Kurt, and
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So is this my last shot to be on this? Like that, we can't do a redo of this whole thing and
like this one that we just no. I gotta release this tomorrow morning, so I've got to edit it tonight, and then put it up on YouTube and stuff.
What if I saw it? It was like 3 minutes long.
I just cut. That's just me on there,
and me going like this.
That would be pretty funny.
I tried. Oh well.
Oh, you look fine.
Thanks.
This is what I came up with today. Nothing.
Yeah, it's all right. What's your shirt say?
Oh, it's a microphone. This is like a logo for a comedy app called Laughly.
Pretty cool.
I don't think it's around anymore.
Is that a black and yellow shirt?
Yeah.
Look, so am I.
Nice.
Mine says, "Presidents are temporary, Wu-Tang is forever." But interesting that we both wore like the same colors. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Can I tell you something? One time I showed up to do a show, and I was with Chris Otero, and I were both performing that night.
Mm-hmm.
And we showed up, and we both had Batman shirts on. Go figure. It was bananas. We were like astounded.
Yeah.
It was really
That's funny.
It was really a topic of conversation for a long time. But,
yeah.
All right, Kurt, I know you got to go. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling at this point.
Great.
If you want to comment, we can chat.
Okay. All right. Take care, Nikki.
Bye, Kurt.
Bye, Bonita. Apple mom.
You got to put me on.